everyone, welcome back to another episode of Road to S-Rank Splatoon. Now, I'm here with another special episode. Last episode, I decided to try out Splatlings. This episode, I am testing out Blasters. Now, Blasters is another class of weapon that I have absolutely no experience with it. And why am I trying them out on ranked? I have no idea. I'm crazy. I guess I don't care about my rank at all. No, I'm just kidding. I do care about my rank, and I do wish to get to S-rank eventually. But here's the thing. I'm not in quite a big, huge hurry to get into S-rank, so I just decided to take this opportunity to just, again, test out some weapons I've never used in my life. So I actually had a pretty fun time, but at the same time, I'm gonna have to just say right here, blasters are not my class of weapon. I tested out the Rapid Blaster, the Grim Blaster, I believe it was called, or like the mid-range blasters, and then I also tried a Luna Blaster. Right now, the first one up is I tried out a Rapid Blaster, and I have to say, I do not like this weapon. Now, I tried out the Rapid Blaster first because I felt like the more rapid rate of fire would be beneficial. This thing cannot kill, or at least it cannot kill consistently. When I first tried out this weapon, I was like, what the hell? Why can I not kill anything with this weapon? It was so infuriating at first, because I was like, I mean, even though this thing is like has a faster fire rate than some of the other blasters, it takes a absurdly long time to kill, like, because I did a little bit of research on this weapon, and I found out, like, okay, it has a more rapid fire rate, but it cannot kill, excuse me for that stutter, it cannot kill that well. And I was, like, thinking, like, okay, you know what, I think I can deal with that, I can put on a little bit of damage up, and maybe that'll help me. No, it still takes quite a bit of precision targeting in order to get really good kills with this weapon, so, because it takes 2 direct hits to kill, and then it takes up to 3 hits to kill if it's indirect. So, yeah, I was just kind of like, I was not having fun with this weapon. I mean, at first I wasn't, but then I kind of got a little more used to it when I figured out exactly how you had to aim this weapon and how much it took to kill. I mean, it's still not my type of weapon, unfortunately. I can't say that I will be continuing using the Rapid Blaster at all, because I think I think the damage on it is just a little too inconsistent. And oh yeah, there was like a laggy dynamo here or something. Someone was lagging big time here, and we had to have a little bit of difficulty on this match, but yeah, the Rapid Blaster, I think it's a decent weapon if you can aim. That's the problem. Like, I only managed to get, like, a few kills, few direct kills. Like, I did okay here, but at the same time, it's like I didn't really perform that well with this weapon. I find it just way too inconsistent. It takes way too long to kill. The damage on it, I don't normally like to do this, but I piled on a bunch of damage up in order to help this weapon. Still didn't really benefit it that much, in my opinion. Now here I managed to get a kill just because the person was staying, and I got another kill. Okay, so I did okay with this weapon. I didn't do great. It was kind of like, it's a very finicky weapon, I guess you can say, because it's like, you have to keep your aim steady, you have to make sure you get that's what I really don't like about it. You just have to really depend on getting a direct hit. And it doesn't leave too much room for, like, error when you can't get that direct hit. And I know there's a trick to it called sparking, where if you hit below your feet, I think, and you get, like, a blast if you get someone near you, which I did try. But, again, Rapid Blaster, you need this is definitely a weapon that's, like, that you need to, like, have godlike aim and, like, for it to really get the kills on it. So yeah, I honestly don't think I'm gonna stick with this one. I just thought, like, hey, I understand the amount of, like, you have to sacrifice some damage for that extra rate of fire, but nah, I just find this weapon way too inconsistent. I I do like the set it has with it, with the disruptors and the whaler, but yeah, unfortunately, not gonna stick with this one. People who can use it though, I admire it. It's just like it's way too like I only managed to get like I actually did okay. I got 11 kills on one match, but at the same time, it's like you really need to keep that steady aim. Now there, I managed to get a pretty decent kill on that charger. It's like it's only when I can get kills when the enemy stays still. That's the problem. And I think the range on this thing actually is actually pretty decent. I mean, it's a mid-range weapon. It's not like super good or anything. I did manage to get the charger again there. Now, if I may want to try it again, I cannot tell you that I will be using this weapon a whole lot, but I did want to try blasters just because I thought they are incredibly good in my opinion. Like they are incredibly powerful, but I do find that they just do need a good steady aim in order to. Oh, and I did a bad thing there. I tried getting that lunar blaster over there, but then I accidentally didn't realize. Oh wait, she could just run toward the back and get me. But you need a more steady aim, and I forgot to do that trick where you can just dive and then shoot, dive and then shoot, dive and then shoot. That's what I see a lot of blasters do sometimes. Is like they'll shoot, dive in the ink, and then pop back up and shoot, and they can constantly do that so they can always get like a shot out, because blasters, because of their slower rate of fire, you know, get sticking up on top of and walking. You have to like be patient and make sure you have your enemy in your sights before you go around just blasting them all over the place. I wanted to try them just because like I know they can get like a lot of kills, and I thought like, hey, maybe I can use something with like a bit more killing power, I guess you can say. And now unfortunately I didn't manage to get this. I forgot what happens here. Yeah. I didn't manage to get this. I did manage to get them, but the bomb got me, unfortunately. Now that I'm looking back on this, I did a little better than I thought I did. But yeah, it's like, I guess if anyone has any tips for, like, the Rapid Blaster, I mean, I wouldn't mind using this weapon again, but at the same time, I just don't know. I can see it being really good for like certain situations. Like this, I felt like it was a great choice for this map in particular. But I just really need a lot more practice with it, and I know I don't really like putting damage up, a whole bunch of damage up, but I just got frustrated, and I think right now my setup for this weapon is 2 damage up mains, 1 defense, so I can try to get out, and then some swim speed up, and I think the rest of it is special charge, or like special charge up for my whaler. And I actually noticed I made a mistake here. I think I'm not using my disruptors that much. The disruptors are actually really useful for this weapon, but for some reason I kept forgetting to use them. So I think that was my fault on this part. And then I tried getting, I don't know if I get this. Yeah, I got caught by I wasn't watching my left, so I got caught by the Tentatek, unfortunately. So yeah, I think I did, now that I'm looking at it again, I did decently with this weapon. It wasn't great. Like, I was really harsh on this weapon when I first started using it. Like, my first match, I was like, ugh, what the hell? Like, this thing can't kill. Like, and to be honest, it can't. I mean, it can, but you just have to be incredibly, you have to be really good with your aim, and just, like, it's a little annoying having to be so precise, because it's like, you can't get that, it does very little damage on the, when you just get, like, a very narrow hit. So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't know. I'm willing to give this weapon, like, maybe a 5th chance, because I used it several times. And there were some times I was just like, ew, ew, I hate this weapon, ew. And then there were other times I was like, oh, hey, this weapon ain't too bad. I'm kind of liking it. But if I were to decide to use a blaster, I think I will stick with either another one. I don't even know if I'm a blaster person, because I'm just not a fan of slow fire rate weapons. They're kind of like, I prefer something with a little extra, like something a little faster. Something that may not do a whole bunch of damage, but actually has a decent fire rate. And that's kind of why I chose to mess with the Rapid Blaster first, but it didn't really, I think it's just a little too weak. But we'll see, I may try to fiddle with it again. We shall see. Oh geez, I didn't realize I had so many Rapid Blaster episode. You know what? Actually, my mistake. I think this is a purely Rapid Blaster episode. My bad. I kept thinking I was using the Grimdark blaster in this episode at some point, but this is a pure Rapid Blaster. And then the next episode, I will be testing out the Grim Blaster and the Luna Blaster. I guess I can talk about that a little bit here. The Grim Blaster, in my opinion, is okay. It has a lot of... It's really good at killing, but still that fire rate is just kind of like... The fire rate always messes me up, because I keep thinking, I'm gonna get a kill, but then someone with a... Oh yeah, I tried to get a charger here. This was a battle right here. Just right here, trying to get this charger. Me and this roller went after him, and we were trying so hard. But then he krakened, and let's see what happens here. I try to run away, and then I try to get him. But due to my lack of precision, I get splatted by the squiffer here. But me and that poor roller were trying so hard to splat him, but he managed to get away. I'm so mad. I could have gotten him, but because I'm just so, like, my aim still needs a lot of practice. It's still with the motion controls with me. It's like I'm getting a lot better with it, especially if you've seen some of my episodes where I'm using the dual sculpture. Like I think that weapon helps me a lot. I managed to I make myself practice a lot with that weapon. So my aim, I think, with that one, because it requires a little bit, I mean, it's still a little forgiving, but it's not like super tight, precise aiming. And unfortunately here I got splatted by the Ink-stinction. They did a good job of keeping us of pushing us back. Unfortunately, we had a very tough time trying to get through to stop the tower, because that stinking squiffer was blocking us. The Ink-stinction got a few of us, and then the Luna got me here again, unfortunately, because yeah, this weapon is not great for close range. I saw. I mean, it's not. There is a trick where I was trying to do that there, called sparking, where you kind of shoot at your feet, and then but I don't know if I was doing it right particularly, because it's like a technique where you shoot at your feet, and the explosion from the blast will kind of like hit your opponent. But I have no idea if I was doing it correctly there. Now here's round 2 with the squiffer. I was trying really hard to catch him, but then I decided to leave him alone, because I was like, you know what, he has the range advantage on me, and then I got hit by the dynamo. Yeah, the matches I had with the blaster were meh, up and down. I had some really good matches, and then I had some really poor matches. I don't think I was doing that bad, but at the same time, with just trying to figure out if I'm in the killing range of this weapon. Because I see a lot of... I think what also inspired me to try out a blaster as well is because I see Luna blasters are incredibly popular. I see a lot of Luna blasters, of course, on ranked, because those things are really good for killing. I'll show you on the next episode. That's when I practice with one there. But this one is strictly Rapid Blaster. This one, also another thing, This thing ain't really good for, like, covering your feet when you're trying to get away. Because it's like, you have to try to when you hit your feet, it doesn't really leave a big ink blot for you to get away in. I know there are other Rapid Blaster types, but I just decided to use this one due to the Disruptors and the Whaler. I thought it was the best set for me. I don't know if I plan to use any of the other sets at the moment. And killed there again. Yeah, this team just kept... They were doing a very good job of just blocking us out. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give the Rapid Blaster a B-, C+ kind of range in terms of and how effective it is for me. Maybe I'll practice it with it more, maybe not. We'll see in the future, but as of right now, I'm just gonna have to give it a rating. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I promise I'm gonna get back into a more serious route with Road to S rank, because I know I've been kind of messing around a lot lately, testing out weapons. Like I said, I'm not in a huge hurry to get to S rank, but I just wanted to try. But I will definitely be back next time and trying to get there. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.